What's up, you guys? Forrest here with the FOCO Flow Show. On this week's episode, we are looking at the Spank Spike 800mm aluminum Vibrocore bar. So I've been riding for a super long time, but on long downhills and long flowy rides, my hands go numb, so much so that sometimes I can't even feel the brake levers and I have to stop and shake them out. The Vibrocore technology promises to eliminate or greatly reduce that sensation so that you don't have to worry about that on long downhills, which is not a good thing. So I'm hopeful that it's right. I've had carbon bars that don't make a difference, regular aluminum bars, most recently on the V2 Ritmo. So we put these on. We're going to hop over to the bike shop real quick to show you a quick install video, then back over to here to Ragged Mountain for some medium-like downhills to see if they make a difference and to see if it can deliver on its promises. So without further ado, let's get out there and find that flow. Just in case you're unfamiliar with the Vibrocore technology, here at the website for Spank Industries, the Spike bar, and they also do this with rims, injects the handlebar or the rim with a proprietary foam technology. And so the thought process is, for handlebars, when you normally ride, you end up with these natural vibrations on the trail that cause death grip, arm pump, or hand numbness based on the frequency of the vibration of the bars. You take that and you add it to the natural vibration of the aluminum, and you end up with frequencies that are scientifically proven to cause those issues. So Vibrocore infused in the bars is designed to minimize the frequency of vibration and therefore eliminate or significantly reduce the harmful effects of that arm pump. So we're going to get these bars installed and see if that is indeed the case. So you don't need much to install and replace handlebars. Carbon fiber paste is only going to be needed if these are carbon bars. These are aluminum, so you don't need that. And then a torque wrench to make sure you get the right torque specs. So you're starting out with your existing bars. And there's a couple of ways to do this. I probably would have been smarter to take the faceplate off the stem. But before we do that, we want to measure the depth and length between the grips and where your levers are so you know where they are. And then start loosening off the handles, the grips on each side, and then working off the brake levers, dropper posts, or anything else that you have there on the bar. In retrospect, it might have been easier to take the faceplate off of the stem first, but instead you can do it this way, and then you just have to twist the bars around to make sure that you can get them all the way off those wide. These are 780mm bars, but the new bars will be 800mm, something I'm used to riding on my original Ritmo. So you shimmy them off here and carefully set those hydraulic brake levers down so that you can try not to create any air bubbles in the line. And then you can get ready to remove each bolt using your torque wrench off the face of the stem. Here we just got it loose enough to break the handlebar free, and then you can shimmy it out through one side or the other. It's only going to be thickest at the place where it clamps. So then we take our new bars, and then you've got a couple of choices here. Again, learning from my original mistakes, it was much easier to install the brake levers all the way on along with the shifter cable and dropper cable first. And again, you're just doing things in reverse order from the way that you took them off. Get them tightened down just enough that you can slide them on but they don't flop all over the place. And then, with the help of my lovely assistant holding the bar so I could loosen all the faceplate of the stem bolts completely off, and then you're able to set that bar right into place. Just make sure it's clean, and tighten them back down once you have it in place. Again, you don't need to tighten these down so tight at first, but just check out your stem. There's going to be torque specs in there, 5 to 6 Newton meters most of the time. You have to be more careful with carbon bars. These are aluminum again, but that is of course where the torque wrench comes in. Before you tighten everything down, you want to rotate it so you get it into the place that you think it's going to be correct. Same with your brake levers and shifter lever and dropper lever. But again, you keep them 90% of the way torqued down, but still able to be rotated, because you're going to set all of that up once you get all of the torque specs down. Make sure that you tighten those bolts in a diagonal star pattern so that you don't accidentally tighten one side too hard than the other, and then get them set to the torque specs. And then just take your bike for a quick spin with an Allen key in your pocket so you can make the final adjustments. And from there, we're ready to take these bars on the trail and see if the Vibrocore technology does exactly what it says it's supposed to do and deaden those hand vibrations.
Let's see, about a 9.5 mile climb, sorry, 9.94, almost a mile climb up to the top of Ragged Mountain top, Round Top. So now we got probably a half-mile descent, maybe 3/4. Fast, then chattery, then we got a slow speed kind of rock tech section to pedal through, which is sort of hard grip to navigate through the rocks, drop into the rocks, and then a really fast run out to the dam. So got the 800mm bars, the Vibrocore. My left hand does feel just a little numb on the climb, but I'm not so much concerned about that as I am about these downhills. So I'm gonna open up the shock and we'll see how she feels. You have to get used to those 800s coming from 780 stock on the Ripmo V2. Not a big difference. I feel it wider, which I kind of like. More stable. There's some of this goodness. Good. And hop down there, up, over, rocks, flat, and then we got more rocks. Sort of these hiking water bottles right here. That's good. All right. This was the trail that I first did the review video on the V2. All right, pedally up, but really technical rocks. Kind of death gripping it there. Thank you for 29ers. Shift over here. Gotta go slow. Drop the seat. Watch the angle. And there we go. Down, down, and through. Good. Nice. Good. Ooh, big log. I like that. I like that. Good. 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 Down. Down. Pop. Down. Right. And down.
So one run down was not too bad. Definitely didn't feel much of a hand pump, but that really wasn't a super long downhill. Again, feeling it a little bit more on that climb up, which was interesting, but definitely liked the wider bars there and could feel overall a slight difference in what it felt like in my hands compared to the standard aluminum bars that I was coming from on the Ripmo. So let's hop over to the next section when we get a little bit longer, a little bit flowier.
Right, top it of flowier downhill to the bridge here. Let's give it a little bit faster, harder run. See how it goes. Pedally, hard berm, rocky berm, pull around. Rider up. Thank you. Oh, worst place for a runner to be, but that's the way it goes on multi-use trails. I'm gonna pop this. Through here, don't really need that berm. I did tap the brakes there. Or this one, cut it tight, really smooth. And we gotta pop up and over here. Watch the rock, and red the rock, down. And then you gotta pedal hard through here, but we're not done. Sprint around, okay. Last big berm. Woo. All right. All right, not bad.
So we got a slightly longer downhill run there and a couple more runs here on this ride. And so first ride impressions on the Vibrocore bars is that I definitely felt slightly less vibration in the hands, but it also didn't completely eliminate some of the hand numbness, especially on some of the XC, like up and down, where I'm just pedaling and holding onto the bars all the way through. Also worth mentioning, these aren't like sustained 3, 4, 5 minute downhills like you might find at a downhill park or possibly at a backcountry true mountain trail. So there's more testing to be done. I'll do a follow-up video in a couple of months once I've got a ton of miles on this. But I hope this first video was helpful to give you an idea, inform you about the Vibrocore technology, let you know about my first ride impressions. If you've ridden this, comment below. Let me know how your experience has been with these Vibrocore bars, or if you have the rims, so we can get out there together and find that flow.